after many requests, today we're going to be talking about the great value wannabe Kratos sorcerer known as Quan Chi, and we're going to get into it right after this intro. Before we do anything, let me go ahead and pay these bills real quick. Shout out to all the fans on the screen who held me down while I was sick. All of you, be sure to make sure you click the link in the description so you can join our Discord as we do go live, have interviews, and etc. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the Lore of Content, as I will be putting more daily Mortal Kombat content on that channel. Be sure to check out the Mortal Kombat files, Defenders of the Realms, and more Lore of Combat episodes and 1-hour documentaries right here on the channel. This is your #1 favorite and exclusive and brand new place for Mortal Kombat content. Now that we got that out of the way, let me go ahead and properly introduce you to the Lore of Combat episode 9, the Mythology of Quan Chi. Let's get into it. Alright, now that I have successfully paid the bills, let's get into it. Now, Quan Chi ain't nothing but a evildoer, the type of person you don't want to hang with. Now, Quan Chi is basically one of the most powerful people in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and I'm being completely honest about that. Quan Chi is one of the 2 secondary antagonists alongside Shang Tsung of the Mortal Kombat series. He is Shinnok's right-hand man and the alchemy of Scorpion. Now, he is a powerful demon necromancer. For those of y'all that don't know, he from the Netherrealm. That's what he repping. That's his set. He is responsible for founding of the Brotherhood of Shadow. This is his doing. The ancient demonic cult who worshipped his deity Shinnok. He also killed Hanzo's family. I'm talking about he spent the block on Scorpion's whole family. I'm talking about wiped them out clean. And then on top of that, he framed Sub-Zero. He framed Sub-Zero like Cain did Tyreek. Simple as that. Planted all the evidence on him. Now, along with Shinnok, his reboot counterpart also helped Kronika with her scheme. How many of you knew that he indirectly helped Kronika with her scheme? Now, I told you, this channel gonna give you a lot of information that you did not know. Now, even though they likely did not do it intentionally, this makes him one of the most important villains in the franchise history. Without bald-headed Quan Chi, some of the most important events would have likely never happened. Simple as that across the board. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Dude got all types of names. Lord Quan Chi, Master Quan Chi, Sorcerer, Maj, everything. Now, occupation, follower of Shinnok, founder and high-ranking member of the Brotherhood of Shadow. I'm talking he just out here straight gangbanging. Ruling residents of his fortress. This dude has been a leader all his life, but when it's come to his power and skills, his powers, he got sorcery, necromancy, illusions, fighting skills, manipulation, Tang Song Du fighting style, portal creation, his Dao broadsides, and he got his Isrima. When it comes to his hobbies, all he do is gain and get power. Instigating wars, deceiving and manipulating people, resurrecting the dead, only to do his bidding. Like, come on, man, do a whole boss out here. That's why I said he one of the smartest people in the Mortal Kombat franchise. His ultimate goals is this, to get ultimate power for himself, which he failed several times, but hey, you know, get powerful or die trying. But one of his other goals is to help the Brotherhood of Shadow into freeing Lord Shinnok from the confines of the Netherrealm for his own personal gains. Now, he did succeed at that. He had a lick, he had a mission, and he came through with that. This dude got so many crimes against him. I'm talking about belief, mass murder, like children, things with that. I gotta be careful because you know how YouTube algorithm is, but he out here spinning the block on kids too. I'm talking dude was responsible for mass slavery, abuse of power, usurpation, blackmail, mass torture, brainwashing, use of necromancy with criminal intent, grand theft aneurysm, mass kidnapping, damnation of souls, assault, conspiracy, aiding and abetting, mass property damage, war crimes, attempted homicide, invasion, attempted global world domination, high treason, corruption, vandalism, trespassing, assassination, forgery, death threats, false imprisonment, theft, incrimination, usage of dark magic, attempted pollution, attempted energy corruption, attempted spiritual corruption, merging realms without the victory in Mortal Kombat, sabotage, terrorism, stalking, abduction, animal cruelty, instigating wars, possession, jailbreaks, attempted hostile takeover of all realms, fraud, corpse, grave robbing, illegal experimentation. I can go on for days. This dude got a rap sheet. Listen, Quan Chi is one of the dudes that you know that live in your neighborhood that goes to jail and just never stays in there. They always let him out. Like they never keep the real criminals in jail. That's just how that happens. But listen, I already told you what his crimes is. The type of villain he is, he's a power hungry necromancer. That's what he is. Now when it comes to roles, right? Hear me out. In the original timeline, he served as a background antagonist in the first 3 Mortal Kombat games. The main antagonist of Mortal Kombat Mythology is Sub-Zero. The second antagonist of Mortal Kombat 4. The main antagonist of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, a minor antagonist in Mortal Kombat Deception, a cameo character in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, a major antagonist in Armageddon, and supporting protagonist in MK versus DC Universe. Now, when we flip over to the alternative timeline, he served as a major antagonist in Mortal Kombat, the 2011 version, one of the 2 secondary antagonists alongside Devourer, the secondary antagonist of Mortal Kombat X comic series, and a Prometheus antagonist in Mortal Kombat 11 in its story mode DLC, which was Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. Now, quick note for those of you that don't know, I'm telling you right now that Quan Chi is still alive in Mortal Kombat 11 timeline. If you did not watch my 1-hour documentary, it's called Shinnok. Check out my Shinnok's documentary. It's under 1 hour on my page, the 1-hour documentaries, and I literally show you and give you proof that Quan Chi is still alive. He was found by Raiden in Mortal Kombat 11. I have all the proof in there, so go watch it. You'll hear it from Raiden's mouth himself. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick so you can know. Now, this man has been all over the place. He also served as the main antagonist for the episode The Secrets of Quan Chi and Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a Mortal Kombat TV show. You can go to my you can click on my page, and when you do click on my page, scroll down to Defenders of the Realm and look for The Secrets of Quan Chi episode so you can kind of see his evil play out in real time. Simple as that. Now, he did have a supporting role in Mortal Kombat Konquest. He also was in Mortal Kombat Legacy and one of the 2 main antagonists alongside Shang Tsung, and he appeared in Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. You're probably wondering, why am I telling you all this? Well, that's because Quan Chi is one of the most successful villains in Mortal Kombat history. Now, when it comes to his personality, regardless of what timeline he's in, Quan Chi does not care about anyone but himself, always going out of his way to manipulate the odds. He only serves people for his own benefit, considering even the few people he shows loyalty to be a means to an end. One great example of this would be how he tricked Scorpion into thinking that Behind, spent the block on his family and his clan. He did this to further his own goal and to provoke Shinnok, an extra tool to assist him. Now, when it comes to his appearance, I'm telling you right now, Quan Chi is very, very tall. Dude, like, tall as heck. Now, he's a well-built man with red eyes. Among his distinctive features is his completely white skin. He is also completely bald, devoid of any of hair on his face or head whatsoever. This is the reason why I call him the great value Kratos, the dollar store version of Kratos. Now, there also appears to be a chakra on his forehead. In his first appearance, he wore a heavy green uniform with spike-studded black armor and originally with a yin-yang emblem on it, which seemed regal. He uses it for formal gatherings during his escape from Scorpion in the Netherrealm. He had discarded some of his clothing, leaving him with half a portion of his armor and new black gloves, his torso bare otherwise. Like, buddy, he was out, I ain't gonna lie. Quan Chi put that shit on. He put them outfits together. He did what he had to do. Now, later, he magically carves the inscriptions of the tomb of the Dragon King's army onto his body as somewhat becoming his tattoos. On his belt, he now bears the authentic amulet of Shinnok. The MK team did seem to be fond of Quan Chi's Deadly Alliance outfit, as he retains this design in every game release following Deadly Alliance, even games that chronologically predated. So he was really after power. He had the Dragon King's inscriptions. He had Shinnok's amulet. Like, he really was out here making moves. Now, as a Mortal Kombat 11, Quan Chi Mortal Kombat X, he sported a new outfit that combined traits of both his Mortal Kombat 4 and Deadly Alliance, outfits kind of mixed together while he is still topless. But he did also wear armor with spikes on his collar, and that was reminiscent of his Mortal Kombat 4 thing. Now, when it comes to his powers and abilities, I'm telling y'all straight out the gate, Quan Chi is one of the most powerful demon sorcerers of the Netherrealm, proficient in both black magic and necromancy. After gaining the amulet of Shinnok, y'all, he gained a variety of other powers. I'm talking about dude got an Amazon delivery of powers, such as the ability to travel between realms like most combatants. He can travel between realms, which means if he want to pull up and clap some cheeks, he can. Quan Chi is much stronger, faster, and tougher than the average superhuman. He was able to defeat Shang Tsung. I'm talking about buddy put hands and feet on him and powers on him, who was able to almost defeat Liu Kang the first time they fought. However, he did so with great effort on his part before they betrayed each other. Their combined power and skill barely beat Raiden. This, along with his necromantic powers, I'm talking about, it just made him one of Earthrealm's greatest threat. He also beat Shang Tsung after some considerable effort on his part. Only Shinnok, Shao Kahn, and Shang Tsung and Delia can make Quan Chi's skills. They the only ones that can match Quan Chi's skills as a sorcerer. Now, most of Quan Chi's necromantic attacks involve summoning skulls and skeletons, which emit an eerie green glow. He can also summon a defensive wall of skulls, as well as, skeletons to do his bidding. Quan Chi's black magic shows itself in the form of his ability to create the Soulnado, a large tornado-like column, which is basically a column of souls, which he can shut off at any time as his alternate weapon fighting style. Quan Chi wields a pair of Asian broadswords. He ain't got one sword, he got two. He really about to turn you into barbecue out here. However, he never uses them during the rebooted timeline. Furthermore, since he bested Shang Tsung in combat, one can assume that he surpasses him in magical powers and skills. Shang Tsung is not messing with my boy Quan Chi. Bald-headed Quan Chi really out here doing what bald-headed people do in real life. You ever notice anytime you got a problem with somebody, 9 times out of 10 is always a bald-headed dude when it comes to getting your girl taken. It's always the bald-headed dude that look like Quan Chi or Kratos. I just find that weird. Anyway, Quan Chi does frequently get his hands on powerful artifacts that can enhance his own powers. Some of these artifacts, as mentioned before, was Shinnok's amulet, the living weapon, Onaga's undead army, the immortal skull placed on Quan Chi's armor in MKX that was in his fortress. Now, despite his powers, Quan Chi is nothing more than a coward, y'all, to be honest with you, because he sneaks and seeks and has no true loyalty to anyone but himself. He would do anything, even doom the realms, to avoid justice for his crimes. This led to him getting involved with belongs, which could easily destroy him. that this leads to him getting involved with beings who could easily destroy him, is basically what I'm trying to say. Thus, his cunning is also his greatest weakness, as few, if any, are willing to trust him. Furthermore, while he is skilled, he's very skilled and remarkable, his struggles against those who are a match or even surpass him, like Shinnok. So basically what I'm telling y'all is, this dude's a snake. He's not to be trusted, but he's extremely smart. Like, you really gotta be a genius to be out here doing stuff like that. But let me give y'all some quick fun facts real quick, and then I'm gonna let the MK team take over for a second. Now, 2 of his fatalities, which was the leg rip and the neck scratch, are Ed Boon's favorite and least favorite fatalities. Now, the leg rip was voted number 9 for those of y'all that don't know on Screw Attack's list of top 10 Mortal Kombat fatalities, and the neck scratch was listed as number 6 on the worst Mortal Kombat fatalities ever. Now, according to Conquest Mode or Mortal Kombat Armageddon, or whatever the case may be, Quan Chi was the one who proposed the alliance between himself, Shang Tsung, and Onaga, and Shao Kahn, on the other hand, was basically like, yo, they will not be able to defeat the forces of good otherwise if we don't do this. However, he did this under Shinnok's orders so as to bring them to the location of Armageddon, where Shinnok planned for Dagon to win. Quan Chi, in an alternative timeline, has taken some of Shang Tsung's roles, such as resurrecting Sindel and requesting an invasion in Earthrealm, etc., etc. Now, his non-canon ending in Mortal Kombat Armageddon depicts Quan Chi getting so powerful to assault the heavens, a place which is known to obliterate and destroy all evil beings who enter it, as seen in Scorpion's Deadly Alliance ending. Now, according to dialogue between Jax, Serena, and Kenshi in Mortal Kombat X, Quan Chi needs Shinnok as his power source, at least in the current timeline. But yeah, this is one of the best villains they have ever made. He's so good to the point I'm going to be making a separate video on him, and we're going to go through all of his crimes and things that he have done, just because he is that cool. Like, I really like Quan Chi. He is one of the best built MK villains, in my opinion, next to, let's say, Shao Kahn and Onaga. Onaga has a lot of potential to be an even better villain, so I cannot wait for them to bring him back and really get into the new things that are going to be happening in the new Mortal Kombat timeline. I got some MK12 videos I'm going to be releasing for you guys, because I did get my hands on some new information. It feels good to be back. I'm still a little sick, just a little bit. I'm trying my best to hang on to make it through this video and keep the energy up. But hey, we gotta do what we got to do. With that being said, let me go ahead and pass this over to the MK team, and they're gonna give you, the proper background that you need on Quan Chi to kind of sum everything up, and then I'm gonna drop a little more information for you guys and get y'all out of here. Remember, you abandoned them to their deaths, I returned them to life. That's a Quan Chi quote. Go ahead and take over, MK team, and I will take over after you guys are done. Let's get it.
Favorite character that I played in Mortal Kombat was definitely Quan Chi.
Do not fail! We have toyed with the ninja long enough.
Quan Chi was a really interesting character because he was created for a game called Mortal Kombat Mythologies.
You are responsible for this, sorcerer!
Which was an adventure game that was being produced at the same time as we were doing Mortal Kombat 4. And so we thought it would be interesting to have him make an appearance in Mortal Kombat 4 as well as Mythologies, even though those two games happen in completely different parts of the Mortal Kombat timeline.
Quan Chi is one of the most mystifying characters to me. We really don't know what his origins are, other than he's from the Netherrealm and he's part of the Brotherhood of Shadow. Who knows how old he is? He could be as old as the Netherrealm itself. But he is definitely evil. He is definitely an evil guy. I think of him as the greatest sorcerer in the Mortal Kombat universe. I think of him as being even more powerful than Shang Tsung. First Divizio was hilarious as Quan Chi. He really played the part well. To me, he is Kano, and he is also Quan Chi. He's both of those characters. You can't look at Quan Chi and not think rich.
And now, on to Hollywood.
The makeup was unbelievable. and I was actually able to act a little bit in full motion videos, which was very exciting for me.
I remember that the impetus behind the cabinet design on MK4 was the reintroduction of the series back then. They wanted it to stand out in the midst of the arcades. As such, they wanted to push the sides as something that you could not miss. So we did some shots in the studio, had Rich come in, put fire behind him, big old Quan Chi face, no one can miss it. And that's what ended up happening.
The first time I saw myself on the side of the Mortal Kombat 4 arcade stand-up, I was just blown away.
That chapter, Mortal Kombat 4, was the Quan Chi show in a sense.
Do not fail.
See, I tried to tell y'all Quan Chi was that dude. Everybody worked hard to make him what he turned out to be, and I truly appreciate that. Now I'm gonna give you guys a fun fact. Quan Chi was originally intended to be a playable character in Mortal Kombat Deception. How many of you knew that? He was illustrated in a sketch from the Blood Beetles, and his stage is playable in Deception with the stage Death Trap included, alongside with Blaze, Frost, Kenshi, and Kitana. He is one of the few characters in Deadly Alliance to be seen performing a kata. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention to let you know that. And also, if you're a big, huge Quan Chi fan, I also wanted to let you know that Quan Chi was supposed to be in the 2000 Mortal Kombat movie called Mortal Kombat Devastation. There actually was an ending that nobody to this day can find of Quan Chi having a conversation who is presumed to be Shang Tsung, and the words that was spoken was, "Did everything go according to plan?" And he goes, "Yes." And that's where Quan Chi was supposed to make his massive debut and take over the Mortal Kombat game. Simple as that as far as the movie realm. But at that time, rumor has it that the movie was set to be filmed in New Orleans, and we all know Hurricane Katrina happened, which canceled a lot of movies and a lot of things that they had going on, because it was just next to impossible to get those things done. So with that being said, for those of you who probably want some proof to go with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up here on your screen. This is a photo of Quan Chi from the movie. This is this came from the deleted scenes. Again, nobody can find this clip. It does not exist on the internet. This was like very rare. This is very rare to even have this right here. So take it and appreciate it for what it is, and know that if Quan Chi ever step foot into the Mortal Kombat universe, he is going to be one of the most awesome villains ever. We're going to get into that in another video. He's going to make Shao Kahn look like a joke. I can tell you that much. Alright, now that I gave you that quick fun fact real quick, I got something else I want to bring to your attention. I think a lot of you forgot just how deadly, how powerful, how fun, and how unique Quan Chi is. So I'm going to be sending you down memory lane is what I'm going to be doing. Do you remember the introduction they gave him for MKX? Look at all of the powers that this guy has. This is the reason why he's going to be one of the most deadliest characters in Mortal Kombat 12 when he do finally and eventually make his return. This dude is like just incredible across the board. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the talking and put this clip up here on your screen and just pay attention. Really pay attention with your eyes open to see how deadly this man is. This is why Quan Chi goes down in the book as one of the most fantastic, great, and ever perfect created Mortal Kombat villains. Check out this clip.
Peggy 18.
I'm Sean Hemrick, the executive producer for Mortal Kombat X. Today it's my honor to get to reveal the tattooed sorcerer Quan Chi. He plays a major part in the MKX story. Let's take a look at him now. Quan Chi is a master manipulator, and in MKX his schemes are fully realized. Using his necromancer powers, Quan Chi has built an army of revenants from the fallen Earthrealm warriors, twisting their minds to fight on his behalf. Quan Chi is an unforgiving denizen of the Netherrealm, and For this battle, we're going to match him up against someone just as evil, Kano. In the story of MKX, we'll find out if these two evil characters can work together for a common goal, or if they have other, more sinister agendas.
Fool. At your worst, sorcerer.
You shall see my worst. Fight!
Sorcerer Quan Chi casts a variety of spells that occupy targeted areas within the arena. Some spells enhance Quan Chi's special moves, allowing him to cause more damage, while others weaken his opponent. The Warlock variation allows Quan Chi to open interdimensional dark portals. Already a trickster on the battlefield, these portals extend Quan Chi's attacks and special moves to create unpredictable combos. And of course, as a powerful demon himself, Quan Chi can use his summoner variation to conjure a demonic beast from the Netherrealm to fight by his side.
Now that you guys see for yourself that Quan Chi is playing no games, that finisher was deadly. I ain't even gonna lie. That was just, that was brutal. Now that you see he's not playing around, I want to do a service to you guys and say this. I want to pass the question off to you guys in the comment section below. And I would like to ask you, do you think Quan Chi is one of the most evil villains of all time? Get in the comment section and answer that. What are your thoughts on Quan Chi, the bald-headed, great value, Kratos, necromancer, sorcerer from the Netherrealm? I really want you to answer that. That's the question. Also, if you really enjoyed this video, I want you to smash that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, as this is your #1 favorite exclusive place for daily Mortal Kombat content. I'm always gonna bring you this good lore. I got some new series that's coming that I'm working on, the lore of the arenas, things of that nature. Is so much coming, and I cannot wait to show you guys that. Also, yes, I am feeling about 90% better. For those of you that don't know, I was sick. I caught the thing that's going around in the world that's destroying millions of lives, and I almost lost my own in this battle trying to stay healthy. By the grace of God and the support you guys have given me, I am feeling just a tad bit better, and hopefully I get to make a full recovery. I cannot tell you how many times I had to pause this video to cough, to try to breathe, to use an asthma pump, and everything in between. But as you can see, I really enjoyed making this video. It was tons of fun. I got to put extra details into this video. Do me a favor, make sure you check out the previous episodes of the Lore of Combat. Check out those episodes, and please help the channel as much as you can. Share this on Facebook, share it on Reddit. Be sure to join our Discord and participate as much as you possibly can if you really, excuse me, if you really want to help the channel. Now, I got one more announcement. I'm gonna go ahead and pay these bills again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys up out of here. I don't want to hold you too long, and I don't want to drag this on too long, because I'm excited to get back to work, to start working on the next installment of the Lore of Combat series. Alright, it's time to go ahead and pay these bills and get y'all up out of here. Be sure to check out my second channel, The Lore of Content. Make sure you subscribe. I will be posting some extremely detailed stuff on there, as well as tapping into other TV shows and things of that nature. So please go subscribe. Now in the community section, this is where I communicate with you guys when I'm not uploading. Those of you who've been asking for my Cash App to support, there it is. Pause the video, screenshot that, or you can just go to Cash App and do money # a Naked Truth Studios. And that is me. That is my account. You can support by doing so for those of you who've been asking. As you can see here, I post a lot of Mortal Kombat content under the community tab. I communicate with you guys, also let you vote on what you want to see. Now members, those of you that want to become a member, it's 99 cents a month. You get access to badges. I am working on updating those and getting new badges. Those that ask for the store, here is some items. I have a book bag, a shirt, a phone case, and a coffee mug. I'm working on new things that I can add. Again, be sure to subscribe to The Lore of Content for you can get your hands on more Mortal Kombat content. Look at all these uploads. I do this because I love Mortal Kombat. So go ahead and subscribe, because this is your brand new favorite and #1 source for Mortal Kombat content. There's tons up here for you, 1 hour long documentaries and more. Now if you really want to get into it, go to playlists and check out the What If series, the Mortal Kombat files, the Lore of Combat. I also did one for Marvel, and it's tons of content that you can find right here on this channel that you cannot find anywhere else. Now that I done paid the bills and got all of that out of the way, I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. It feels good to be back. Like the video if you're excited I'm back. Catch you next time. Go ahead and roll that outro. Be sure to check out the last video on the left and one of our popular videos on the right. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace out.